there. Good morning to you. This is Kakaaki Social. I'm Obozeghie. Welcome to a new week. Now, the latest judgment on 2023 governorship election is coming from the appeal court to the polls that were held in Plateau State. And it's having the governor, Mutfwang, out of office, except the Supreme Court rules otherwise. In the Sunday ruling, which was just yesterday, the court held that contrary to the decision of the tribunal, that the issues contained in the petition filed by the appellant were pre-election matters. They were both pre-election and post-election matters, and they could not have been deemed status bad. Now, the court cited Section 177 of the Constitution that says that Mutfwang was not validly sponsored by the PDP during the election. And besides, PDP was not recognized in the state at that time, that's during the election. Now, the panel went on to advise the People's Democratic Party to resolve its issues in Plateau State, except it wants to continue to suffer self-inflicted misfortune. Now, meanwhile, a video of a lawmaker from the All Progressives Congress in Plateau State, Obozeghie, has been trending on the internet. In the 18 seconds clip, he's allegedly boasting about getting favorable judgment from the court on Plateau State election.
We have gone to appeal court, and the final destination is the Supreme Court, and we will meet there. That is when we will know whom they know, and they will know whom we know.
All right, let's have some reactions to all of this. UC Maxwell says, if a person makes this brag about whom he knows at the Supreme Court and nothing happens because nothing will happen, then what do you want as proof? Unfortunately, it's not about who the APC knows because they know themselves. The Supreme Court are all APC members. They are privileged members who did not obtain party cards but decides the greatest stake for the party. Also in reaction, Mindset, tweeting at Mindset_post, says the Supreme Court, which is the highest court in Nigeria, ruled that the issues regarding nominations are pre-election matters, but the appeal court has overruled them. Make it make sense. More actions coming from D. She says the courts in Nigeria have been contradicting themselves in the electoral matters. We don't know if we now have two different constitutions. Every pre-election matter shouldn't be used to disqualify any candidate. Let's move over now. For Jogo, he says, let's see how Supreme Court will rule this case. It will be very interesting how it swings. The matter to me is both pre and post-election. So let's see. Now over to Lagos State. In a recent public disclosure, the state government, that's Lagos State governorship candidate of the Action Democratic Congress, ADC, Funsho Doherty, brought to light on social media some significant allocations in the 2023 budget of the Lagos State government. Now, in the budget, as it reveals, it includes staggering amounts that were earmarked for items such as charter plane, SUVs, diffusers, and extensive infrastructure. And then the highlighted expenditure that is now of concern on the internet, a total of 440 million naira for bulletproof SUVs under the office of the Chief of Staff, and then we have 7,475,000 naira for the replacement of liquid fragrance in the governor's office. So liquid fragrance is air freshener, if you want to put it that way. So we have 7.5 million naira that was slated for air freshener, and all of these expenses were between April and September this year. So let me just continue to read from my phone because I have in the next slide. I don't expect you to be able to read this except you don't care so much about your eyes. So if you continue in the case on social media right now, we also have 531.5 million naira that was used to renovate a church. We have 2 billion naira rechargeable fan for the office of the governor. We have restoration of water supply that was 152 million. naira was used for that. And then we have liquid fragrance, as I mentioned, 7.5 million naira. Then deputy governor's wife is getting 30 million naira monthly. We have supply of chicken. This one, I don't understand it. Supply of chicken across the state is 18.4 million naira. So that's roughly the case on social media. And it continued, as Funsho Doherty said on the social media. He wrote an open letter to the government and then attached all of this as the Lagos State government procured between April and September this year, all of those. Okay, so let's go over to the next reactions. I just read this out. Let's see more reactions. Adewale says, this is disturbing. Our leaders are callous and insensitive to our plight. This is why they prefer to die on seats. I'm anxiously waiting for Sanwo-Olu to respond to this. It's really heartbreaking to see how Lagos Commonwealth is being embezzled and spent recklessly. This is not limited to Lagos only, just a reflection of the federal government and virtually all the state governors. More reaction is coming in from Kelvin, who says nobody will manage his private business this way. Why things like this will persist is because people don't go to jail for mismanagement and plundering of government resources. For MOB, it says, from what has just been revealed, one can only imagine what will happen to the national purse in Abuja, a complete squalor extravaganza. And this user on Instagram says, I am APC, but GRF, that's Gbadebo Rival of the Labour Party in the just concluded governorship election in Lagos State. It says, but GRV has a point here. The respondents should get their legal representation sorted personally, and if they can't afford a lawyer, get public defendants. We shouldn't follow blindly, please. So this reaction is, so GRV is calling out Sanwo-Olu that why, because in that analysis too on social media, it was said that 50 million naira was used in a case, pre-election case in 2022, and the state government funded it when it was a case between Sanwo-Olu and not the state government, right? So GRV called him out and said, why would the state fund your legal case? And that was the reaction to that. Let's move on to say that the father of late singer Mohbad, Joseph Aloba, is warning that no one takes his son's corpse for burial without his approval. Apparently, he's talking to singer Bella Smuda, an actor Tonto DK, who recently asked on social media the whereabouts of the corpse and the need for a befitting burial. Now, in a video that Mohbad's father shared on TikTok on Sunday, he re-emphasized the importance of carrying out a DNA test on his acclaimed grandson, that's Mohbad's said son, to confirm the paternity of the child.
Hello, brethren. I've been hearing say maybe some people want to go and carry Mohbad body. Please, when this boy dey alive, is my son. When he still go, he still retain my name. Nobody should go there to take his body. Please, I beg you now, people. I beg everybody, every one of you. If they want to do anything there, I will be the one to authorize them. Nobody should go and carry Mohbad body from there. I beg everybody, please, Nigerians, help me chat on them. Nobody should go there. Because the judges was saying we need justice for Mohbad. And people now say they want to go and bury. After bury, what will remain now? Let this justice take place first. And the rest of things we're supposed to do, the DNA is necessary. That's it.
Okay, that's it. Are you even aware that Mohbad's father is famous on TikTok? Like, he has an account since his son died. Now, let's see. Amaka says, but now you rush go bury him in the first place. If DNA shows the son is his, Mohbad's wife should carry that pikin and jackpot. Also in reaction, official English Gold says, Oga, please, did you do DNA for Mohbad to confirm if he's your son? I think they should do DNA test to confirm if now you really born Mohbad, safe, because you are something else. Is this? And he says, when you run bury the boy, you know, remember DNA. Now you they drag properties. Okay, finally, this user was responding to Amaka, whose reaction we read earlier, and he says, it doesn't matter. Now he wants the justice and is the father of the child. He made sacrifices for the boy. No man born of a woman should come and exercise rights more than the father of the child. Well, let's see how all of these things happen, and we're waiting for official result from the DNA test that was carried out on Mohbad. So that's how we call it a day today on Kakaaki Social. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good morning, gentle ladies of the press.
I wanted to see what those, those boys' clubs were doing, but we have to go on with
Oh
it, and
yes,
we'll definitely
they
have
said this is a pothole, and they were trying to fix it. And Nigerians are trying to show them in more. If we go further by 2 slides, what potholes really are in Nigeria.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Oh yes, this is it right here. So someone was saying, you call that a pothole? Let me test you. 1, 2. This is what a pothole.
This is a pot tunnel
This
now.
is a pothole.
This one is a
Viewers
ditch.
could just get a closer view of this. He said this is what a pothole is. So
Oh,
yeah.
Rena, I wish we had time to interrogate this
All right.
because I'm really concerned about this Ruth thing. But anyway, we have to let it go.
Sent across the state.
You came back so beautiful.